Hey, Living Faith College Ministry. I just want to talk with you guys for a minute about our New York mission trip that's coming up in March. So, as you know, the March mission trip to Queens, New York is specifically set so that it can match up with your spring break. That's March 14th through the 21st, 2020, which is a fun, 2020 is fun to say. And I know what you're thinking. Well, I have got so much planned already for spring break. I was planning on getting away from it all for a bit, maybe hanging out with my family. Maybe your family already has something planned. But I wanted to take this small time and kind of pitch to you why this trip is worthy of your interest and ultimately your application, which is due on the 22nd of this month. So the first thing I want to tell you is who's leading the trip. So it's me, Evan Miller, and also Julie Wall. So if you don't know Julie, she is our finance team leader at the church and a really wacky and fun person. So the two of us are sitting down right now and we're talking about how to do trainings and exactly what we're going to be doing in New York. And praying for you guys because we're really excited for you to apply. And I wanted to tell you a few specific things about this trip so that I can really pique your interest and see why it's worth it and why we need you to apply to come to this trip. So the first thing I want to tell you guys is it's cheap. It's a cheap mission trip. So you think about missions, right? The first thing you think is, okay, well, I'm going to fly to Europe, or I'm going to fly to India, or I'm going to drive all the way to Mexico, or I'm going to fly to Africa. And that's because in all those places that I just mentioned, there's a need, there's lost people, and it's good that we go there. But what if all people from around the world came from those places to one place, and it was only 15 hours away from us via car? That's what we have with the New York mission trip. See, in Queens, there are so many different ethnicities and people groups who have moved due to persecution, political upheaval, other reasons, and better opportunities in the United States to come to Queens. And so it's literally like you leave the plains, you come into the city, it's big and beautiful and very American, and you drive a little bit past downtown, you come into Queens, and it's like you're in a different country. And there's this person, and this person, and this person, and this person, and all four of those people speak different languages, come from different backgrounds, have completely different cultures than yours. It's an opportunity to go to the world in our backyard. And that's why we can offer this trip for only $1,000. And I know you're thinking, Evan, $1,000 is a lot of money. I'm a college student. And that's true. For a college student, $1,000 is a lot of money. However, when God calls us to something big, we can respond in big ways, and God will always help. And so we offer during our trainings help with fundraising. We will coach you through how to do it. And I just want to encourage you guys that if there's anything that's stopping you from going on this trip, it should be God saying, don't go on this trip. It shouldn't be, I don't have enough money. Because God will always provide the funds if we say yes to what He's calling us to. And He's calling us to go on mission to the world. All right, so that's one thing. It's not too expensive. The other thing is this is a really fun trip. So I mentioned that we're driving. So who loves road trips? I love road trips. And there's nothing better than a road trip with your spiritual brothers and sisters crammed into a 15-passenger van for 15 hours. It actually is really fun. So what we do is we take all of our stuff, we cram it into the back 2 rows of the van, we all pile in and we drive to New York. And it is a seriously great time just getting to see the countryside roll by you and just sharing in some community time with the people who are going to be on this trip with you. And it's important that we have that time to connect through our trainings, but also that time in the van because we're going to be relying on one another for a week as we do radical missions. Not only are we having fun driving there, we're also having fun while we're there. We have a couple of fun days set aside where we're going to go to actually Manhattan and visit Times Square and the World Trade Center Museum, which I know a lot of people have a great interest in seeing that part of the history of our country. And we have a lot of things built into it, so it's not just a slog the whole time. So if you're still looking for a way to get away for a while, this is a great opportunity for you to leverage your vacation for the kingdom and still get rest out. We're also going to be trying all kinds of food from around the world. We're going to be enjoying community with people who are very different than us and we can learn from. And I think just being in a different place and seeing a different culture, it's a fun time. But more than it just being fun and it being cheap, I think the one thing we need to talk about is it's a meaningful trip. So if we were to fly to Nepal, India, or China, which are the three places that the people that we are reaching kind of hail from, there would be this culture of intense closedness to the gospel. To be a Christian in those places is very taboo. It goes against your family lineage, it goes against the honor system, and it's just a closed country to the gospel. But in Queens, we have an opportunity to share openly about who Jesus is and to give hope to people who are hopeless. And to just give you some background information, most of the people that we are reaching out to have a background or are currently practicing Sikhism, Buddhism, Islam, or just completely atheist and think all religion is ridiculous. And think about going your whole life and never having an opportunity to hear the gospel. We have the opportunity now to give them the gospel where they wouldn't be able to hear it in their home country. They can hear it from us in Queens. And so last year, Sylvanus, who is our missionary partner in Queens, challenged us to do community outreach through virtual reality, which was awesome and different. And that really is sort of the name of the game, is to attract the community in to community and then to share the gospel with them. So this year we're looking at maybe doing busking on the subway, doing all these different wild and wacky things, outreach in the park, serving hot chocolate and chai tea on the street, just to talk to people and open up a relationship and share Jesus. And even beyond the people that we're reaching out to who don't know Christ, the church that we're spending time with in Queens is Global Calling Mission Church. They're headed up, as I said, by Sylvanus. They're a very small church plant, and any support that we can give them shows them, hey, I know that you feel alone in a world of unbelievers and in a world of persecution from the people that you love the most, saying that you're crazy for believing in Jesus. But we've got your back. We love you and we're behind you. And not only are we behind you in prayer, but we have driven all the way from Indiana to come and support you for a week and do ministry with you. It's a great way to link arms and be the kingdom of God. And so the last thing that I just want to say is please, 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 please do not just throw this aside in favor of your family vacation. Trust me, I love family vacations, and they're important, but the global impact that we get to have just from 1 week and only $1,000 invested is massive. Not only will it affect the people in Queens or the people of the entire world, it's going to affect you. And I really believe that we need you on this mission trip. So please apply by December 27th.